Alright, welcome on in everyone to another episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bring you the first council sorter patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. Today we're going to take a look at Cascade Area 493 out of Oregon. This council was originally formed in 1926 as a name change from Willamette District, and then lasted all the way up until 1992 when it merged with Columbia Pacific to form Cascade Pacific 492. Heading on over to the patch table, we have the first issue S1 with its gold border, light blue sky, red letters, and it is an error. There is intended to be a river here at the center of the patch that unfortunately did not make it to the production run. There are not as many of these Cascade Area S1s around, so it is a little bit more difficult to find. After that first production run, as they were able to produce the S2, which then has the river. So we'll put that below here. Here is the S2. Essentially the same design. The S2 was formerly divided into two variants, the S2A and S2B, depending on the thickness and color of the letters, as well as the overall size of the patch. Since then, they have collapsed those different variations to just all be listed as S2. I do believe that this was previously listed as an S2A with a cloth back. Let's look at back of the S1 as well. There's the back of the S1. The S2 essentially keeps the same design, a little bit more standard of CSP shape that we're used to, and you can see obviously they were able to successfully add in the river for the S2. From the S2 they then added the fleur-de-lis, and the fleur-de-lis was then going to be the S3. We'll take off the S1 here for a second and give you an example of then the S3, where we've now added the fleur-de-lis over the mountain. The S3 was also divided into two variations, S3A, S3B. That was based on whether or not the river was blue or dark blue. This is a blue river, so I believe this was an S3A. This one has a plastic back. We don't have it labeled as an S3A, but I do not believe this is the dark blue that would be an S3B. Our intent, of course, is always just giving you differentiation from the first issue S1. So obviously, if it's got a river at all, it's either a 2 or a 3. The 3s have the fleur-de-lis. And going back to the original, no river is going to be your S1. The S1s are a little bit more challenging to find. Well, there you have it. The first issues for Cascade Area 493 out of Oregon. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. We'll be back again tomorrow with another brand new episode of First CSP. We hope to see you back here for that. Remember, you can catch all of our previous episodes on the channel 24/7 at your convenience. We have a host of playlists if you're looking for certain aspects from the channel, whether it's just the first issues as a single list or first issues that have known reproductions, where you want to see them the first issue next to the reproduction. We try and get those for you on the channel as well, or you just want to see pre-CSPs that have historically been included as firsts. We have those on a separate playlist as well. Well, with that, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and we'll be back tomorrow. Until then, have a great rest of your day.